AITA for refusing to give my cousin a job after he lied on his resume. I work as a hiring manager at a mid-sized marketing firm. Yeah, I've been in the industry long enough to know that one bad hire can snowball into a mess of missed deadlines, angry clients, and questions from upper management. So I take the hiring process seriously. It's not glamorous, but it's my responsibility. My cousin Evan has always been a bit aimless. He hops from one big idea to another without ever really committing. Last month, during a family get-together, he suddenly announced that he wanted to start a career in marketing because it's creative and pays well. He asked me about job openings at my company. I told him he could apply like everyone else and that HR would review his application fairly. He seemed satisfied enough, and honestly, I didn't think anything more of it. Fast forward a week. I'm reviewing candidate files and see his resume come through HR. It looked unusually polished for someone with his background. He claimed to have a bachelor's degree in communications and a full year of experience at a local digital agency. I was surprised, but thought maybe he'd finished school quietly or taken on freelance work he never mentioned. Then HR flagged everything. They couldn't verify his graduation. The university's database listed him as having dropped out. The agency he supposedly worked for had never heard of him. The timeline on his resume overlapped with a period when he was unemployed and living with his mom. It wasn't a little embellishing. It was blatant fabrication. Because he's family, I didn't want him to get a cold, formal rejection email. I called him privately and explained what HR found. Instead of admitting fault, he immediately got defensive and annoyed. He said, "Dude, it's family, just push it through, who cares? Everyone lies on their resume." He made it sound like I was being dramatic for even questioning him. I told him, firmly but calmly, that I couldn't do that. I'd be risking my own job by knowingly approving false information. I explained that there are legal and ethical standards I have to follow. He rolled his eyes and said, "You're such a corporate sellout. You forgot where you came from." I told him that if he'd been honest, I could have at least recommended him for an internship or entry-level training program. But once dishonesty is involved, there's nothing I can do professionally. He didn't like that answer. A few hours later, my phone started blowing up. My aunt texted me paragraphs about how I humiliated Evan and crushed his confidence. My mom chimed in, saying I should have helped him because family sticks together, and that it wouldn't have hurt me to just approve his resume. They're acting as if I personally destroyed his future, rather than simply refusing to commit fraud on his behalf. I tried explaining that hiring someone who lies puts my career at risk, and that Evan needs to take responsibility for his choices. But now, the family group chat is full of passive-aggressive comments about loyalty, and my aunt says Evan is too embarrassed to come to family dinners for a while. So, AITA for refusing to help my cousin get a job after he lied on his resume, and then blaming me when it backfired?